So I saved and quit, so let's continue on. Day 3, an unexpected forum. You arrive home to find post in the mat, nothing more than usual junk mail. The team wants to know you. You open it. Your name, Alex, your spouse, Sam, your children. I like how the name and the spouse is both gender neutral first names. So you could be like in a heterosexual or homosexual relationship and you're, you could be either female or male here. Or non-binary, obviously. You muse, they got the basics right. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to new coworkers. A colleague in a different department confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. A file of minor importance has gone missing. Report the violation to the superior immediately. An entire department was fired for consistent underperformance. Your boss has placed new targets that are significantly higher than your previous ones. Leave work on time. It's the annual barbecue, and your family has been invited. I've been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. You had a long, successful career and now about to retire. In your speech, you give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. In your spare time, you like to encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Your ideal holiday getaway would be a romantic getaway, a structured theme park day, somewhere unfamiliar, discovering new experiences and challenges. A structured day at a theme park, I think. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. Equal. Advance knows your time is valuable. We appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. A family matter. It's late. Sam and the kids gone to bed. You're drying up your favorite coffee cup, worn of your first souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face brings you a smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green case is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they're sitting at the kitchen table, stressed. Chris takes a breath. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, but I need a favor and the only one I can ask. No problem, what's going on? Have you seen all this crazy advanced stuff? The Asset and Wealth Act, they're calling it? People's hard-earned money funding and lazy. It's bullshit. You never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying the 1% don't have stupid money, but they can afford it. People like me, we're gonna lose everything. Taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't sound bad. You can't possibly be that naive. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that power. I need to borrow your passport. I can't give you that. That's illegal. They've taken mine in half the bully countries, but they say you and I look similar, so I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, I want to ask if I had another choice. Surely there's another way. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? What? It's against the law. I can't help you with this. I'll solve it myself. So much for family loyalty, huh? Grabbing onto the fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face bores into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Got an achievement called Screw the 1%. keep your passport. Yeah, that's interesting. The Fallout Day 8. An elegant skin cream. No. Should be played. Should we play? Is this toy safe? Alan James is coming to a hall near you. Yuletide ornament spectacular. Should be played. Well, I don't want that. What is this? Oh my god. Fine, I'll do that one. It says should be played.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again. And the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These two buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here or image B on the right bottom screen.
Okay.
It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And we're off.
this is kid.
Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Says Thursday gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody!
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5,
But before all
4,
that,
3.
it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National Night.
Good evening,
News.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Hello,
Main
Jeremy.
Headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical freethinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavorable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guess whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington's appointment is a risk for the giant mega corporation.
Oh my
Sophia, as our
god.
regular viewers will be aware, has always been a wild child and has been romantically linked to several movie stars and sports personalities. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash, intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint.
What?
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have." Playing the field, rumors abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves
I can do the vomiting
one
one.
of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, It looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And grievous bodily charm.
I can either do him
With
cheating or him
advanced crossing a
vomiting.
radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight.
Yeah,
Are
police
we
oversight
using an
problems.
advanced sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, a mega move with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh my goodness. That was intense. I have no idea, like, the decisions I just made. I said something bad about a young CEO. But, you know, fuck CEOs. And I said something bad about the advanced, I think. I don't know if that's the opposition to them or what. Oh, God.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no.
Oh,
I
gee.
think
Tiller,
that
thank you
once
so much for the
realise
20
that the
bits. I
current
appreciate
economic
it.
system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this
I-
will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, who will be laughing then?
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand...
Oh, I
is
didn't know
that these are
bollocks
the
has to
same
be
people.
censored.
Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little
What does
circus
bollocks
act to keep
mean?
us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's why you're
Is it
wrong,
like
Alan.
bullshit?
For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step.
It's like balls?
Advance
Okay.
now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some...
I hope so too.
What do
Jeremy.
I do? Oh,
Oh, shut
I
the
play an
fuck up,
ad.
Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit.
I forgot that I was supposed to play an ad.
Absolutely fucking fine, I tell you. How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
Segment grade D. A ranting conspirator, he needs to be censored. I'm accidentally playing his ad right now. I didn't know that this was the guy.
I'll do what I can.
Bullshit, you will. She's good, you know.
You'll still be picking facts out of your face the following Wednesday.
Alan James, coming to a city near you. Check local press for dates and times.
3.
Welcome back. In our second segment,
I got the D, I did.
dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Oh, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve
What the hell is
trouble.
happening?
We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
No, just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. The affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public.
I can't go to an ad right now.
Interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime.
I
Do you
didn't
think there's a
expose his
problem with
affair
the system?
earlier, no. Just him throwing
I'm
up.
sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not as...
Oops.
But I think it comes down to
I said
moral
oops.
decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as we look at Sunday's sermon,
This is so
we
hard.
Probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, you bloody give me
Oh,
some space.
bugger.
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was... Didn't
Whoops.
like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are
He has a-
responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy.
He has
Oh,
a-
Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry,
Oh
darling. I was
my
scaling
God.
the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gift space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people
Darling,
of this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty boy.
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy, so get back in your gift space.
Oh my god.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us.
Look, I spoke to Mallory at the Bridge Club.
To get to the heart of the matter, Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swan. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in
I
prison,
censored it.
Tony?
Whew.
Titwank Tony.
Oh
Prison's
god.
a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And
Why is this so
obviously,
stressful?
Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me
I'm
ask
trying
you
to
this.
censor the
Do
cussing,
you feel
yeah.
like your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able
Hey
to find
Phoenix,
a new job?
this is called Not for Broadcast.
Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
This one's, yeah?
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
It's open!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
Titwank.
What now, fellas? I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, las bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order.
Yes, exactly, Lone Star.
Don't go
Oops.
away. We'll be back after these messages.
I'm in a broadcast studio. Fuck.
Piss off.
Smooth, incisive journalism.
I can have you fired.
You'd miss my charm.
I forgot, Ad. Wait, what do I do?
Christmas elephant, we've got all the
Looks right, I've got this. Come on, it's welcome back.
What about music?
This is on you. 10 seconds, everybody. We're gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4,
2.
3. Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believed
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
and teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
Yeah. That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah? Because in a way, she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like, maybe she's you, Megan.
Thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grants?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears.
Fears.
But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens, no! It's Gary the
Oh,
Fist!
Jesus Christ.
Gary the Fist!
There's just so much going on.
Little first year. Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father. Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
That was a good transition.
What? Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Yeah!
And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
What the hell?
Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
I don't know what these are.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
What the hell? This is like impossible.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to
A score multiplier, yeah.
my dinner.
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I guess life's pretty hard
I
on a
see.
council estate. Life's pretty hard on a 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 council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
Oh, whoops.
It's my choice.
Oh my god, this is so hard. Why is this so hard?
Listen to that inner voice.
Yes!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats
Oh
out of
my
studio.
god. Oh my god, I got a C for that one. Yeah, I figured. That one was really hard. Foresight? What's that achievement? Don't play the Mr. Snuggle Hugs, ever. Outstanding censoring, some interference, editing was okay, cutting to ads was sloppy. Yeah, yeah. Dull editing. Perfect censor. Dull editing.
Hello, mate. I see they've got the store back. That's great. I love fucking shopping. Sorry. Bit of a big night.
Upgrade your gear. Wow, auto bleeper. Nice, Sparks. Good idea. To clean things up. Oh my god. Yes, this is the new censoring game. Oh. What did I get? Buy your first upgrade. Well, I upgraded something.